Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the Electric Israeli on FSD. If you're new, please subscribe. Help me change the world one electric car at a time. Please support me on Patreon, the links are below. If you're in the market to buy a Tesla car, please use my referral code. Much appreciated. And as always, this video is sponsored by EV-Base, another driving video, my favorite thing to do. I love driving. In my Tesla Model Y Juniper, the awesome Tesla Model Y Juniper, which is exactly the topic today. So a lot of people say, you know, it looks like, and Elon Musk said it, looks like the cheaper Tesla, the more affordable Tesla is going to be a Model Y or maybe a Model 3, you know, with less features and all that. So many articles about that thing. And we want a new car and this, a new model, a new thing. And then I was thinking about, wait a minute, let me give you my own personal experience. For the longest time, before electric cars were a thing, I drove nothing but Ford. And Ford, if you think about it, they have a big lineup. If you think about Ford, Ford is really two models. It's the Ford F-150 pickup truck and the Ford Explorer. That's it. Now, they do have Mustangs, they do have the sedans, but the bread and butter is number 1, 2, and 3, and 4 and 5, is the Ford F-150, and after that is the Ford Explorer. People love these cars. They've been selling literally for 100 years. Definitely the pickup truck. So that's what Ford does, okay? Now, I did have a Ford Mustang, convertible. I loved it. It was great. But that's not what they do, okay? So Tesla selling basically two trims, two variants, the Model 3 and the Model Y, and the Model Y is still the best-selling car in the world, is really their bread and butter. Yes, they have a Cybertruck, it's expensive, and very few people buy it. They have a Model S and Model X, it's very expensive, and very few people buy it, okay? So to think that it's not a good idea for Tesla to have a more affordable car that is based on the Model Y. Let's start with the Model Y. Maybe it'll be a Model 3. I think it's a great idea. I'll give you an example. Just to make we saw the announcement from China that Tesla is going to have a longer Tesla Model Y L. Okay? You think that because it's 7 inches longer and a little taller, that's it, you just put more metal? It's a whole different structure. All kinds of battery pack that sits differently, and of course the suspension. It is a big deal, and it is still on the same platform. Okay, and to make a Tesla Model Y shorter, okay, Tesla Model Y S short, yeah, well, you just put less metal. It's a completely different thing in a different configuration. Yet, it's on the same platform, which make it much more economical. Now, let me just tell you about this car. Yes, this is the Tesla Model Y Juniper. To me, it should be called something completely different. Not only because the exterior upgrades, the front and the back, and some upgrades in the interior, but this is a completely different car. It has more range, much more efficient, battery, sound system. It's a whole different ball game. And so if you make a Tesla Model Y short or long and you change things, this is a different car. And to make it on the same platform is very, very wise. Look at here's a Ram, I just passed it. Okay, or Ford F-150. They basically look the same, and there is a reason why they are so successful. Model Y will continue to evolve over the years, but Model Y is going to be Model Y for probably the next 100 years, unless we have flying cars. I mean, this is what you're going to get. Why? Because it's great proportionalities. Great, unbelievable car. Here's a Ford F-150 right here. All right? This is a tremendous success. Now, just to give you an example, why the Cybertruck is not successful at all, even though it had 2 million pre-orders, is because of the price. If somehow Tesla can bring the price down to 40, 50, and 60,000, depending on the variant, it's going to be a different ball game. Different ball game. Tremendous ball game. I saw a Cybertruck towing a freaking house in one of the Supercharger where I stopped. A house, long house. And it's a great, great car. It's just too expensive. All right? So what I'm saying is, now, let me tell you something about the Chinese. Everybody said the Chinese, so many variants. BYD has 42 variants. The Chinese auto companies are one big bluff, one big BS. And very soon, sooner or later, 95% of them will and should go bankrupt. Because they're not making any money. They keep having all these 20, 30 variants per car company. Okay, they're spinning them out like there's no tomorrow. What do you think? They found the formula that nobody knows? That nobody knows that there's a huge supply chain? BYD is now paying their suppliers after 250 days, I believe, or more. All right? It's a bluff. It's a whole total bluff. And soon it will be revealed, and it will be, they will all, or not all, most will go bankrupt, and the best ones, the top 3, 4, 5 will stay. Tesla, who is investing in robotics, robotaxis, AI, is going to incorporate all this knowledge in a platform that is so successful, the one that I'm driving right now. So if we have a longer Model Y or shorter Model Y or a downgraded Model 3, I think it's a great idea. Do I want a different looking model? Yes, because I'm a customer and I like it, and we can make videos and it's great and it's exciting. But that's not really necessarily good economics. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and here's a word from my sponsor. Hey guys, Moshe the Electric Israeli here with my Tesla Model Y Juniper launch model. These are the cross-flow caps, okay, rim covers that come with the Tesla. They're very nice, but as you know, if you own a Tesla car, you know all about the curb rash, okay? Because if you see here, in almost every Tesla rim cover, it doesn't cover all the way, okay? See, it gets all the way here. So that's why you get curb rash. Let me show you one. Here it is, here's one, okay? Curb rash. This is just happened. So I got these beautiful hubcaps cross flow from EV Base, my sponsor. If you use my code, I'm going to put it in the video, you can get up to 10 or 20%, depends on the season. They're really great. I already installed one. Look at that. You can also order the Tesla sticker if you'd like to put it. I like it this way. It's really, really nice. It's very easy to install. So I installed one. Let me show you a trick of how to get the Tesla covers, because they're a little bit tricky. Okay, there's one here in front of me. Okay, see, I took it out already. I can keep it. I'm going to keep it as a spare for whatever reason. Maybe I can sell it, but these are really nice and aggressive. So let me show you how to do this. Okay, I'm right in front of the caps, the actual Tesla ones, the cross flow. Now I took a little screwdriver because they you can't just rip them out. So it's a little difficult. So basically, you just stick it right here, and then you just watch your fingers. Then it will pop. Okay, it will pop just like this. Watch. Okay, it pops. So you do like 2 or 3 of them in the top, and then the whole thing comes up. Otherwise, it's not easy to take out. I can tell you that. It's not easy to take out. Okay, then you take another one, and if you feel like it, you can take another one. So this way you can absolutely pop them out, and it's easy. See, you get 3, and then you just pop it out like so. Now you get the new wheel cover. That is very easy to install. You see, it comes in this bubble wrap. You take it out like this, and then you make sure you find the air pipe. Okay, right here you align it, and it's easier to install, much easier to install, like it's one piece. You make sure it's in. That's it. Now, here we go. Now, this is cover. You see, so the curb brush will not go on the top of the rim. It's covered. Okay? So here it is. You see? It is covered. The whole rim is covered. Now the rim is protected. Let me show you here. The rim is covered. The rim is protected as opposed to what we had before. Let me show you on the other side again. See? Here the rim is not protected. See that? The rim is not protected, so you get all these curb rashes. Alright? You want to protect your beautiful car, right? So go ahead, go to EVBase website, use my code TEI, the Electric Israeli, and you get some nice discounts. Okay? Thanks.